What is happening, people? This is D Jose 101 back here yet again with another video. Go Montreal, go. Um, First things first, I got to give shout outs to people. This video that you're about to see right now coming up, as you can see my face on the screen, has been requested and inspired by not only all of you, my subscribers and new viewers, but one guy in particular has asked me to do this video, and Game and Palooza. I recommend you all go subscribe to that guy. You know, he makes great video game reviews. And in the future, dude, please get a webcam and please start making videos on wrestling. You and we debate all the time. I love your take on how the business works. So definitely, I had to give you a shout out, dude. You earned it. Thank you for all your support and all your comments, man. Please keep it up. Also, to Radius 2X, who just made the response to my YWC is dying video. Great points. Definitely agreed in everything you said. And also to the 7X Wrestling Show. These guys are awesome. They only have a few videos, but hey, you know, they could always use some love. You know, their recent video that they just made is their thoughts on all three companies, WWE, TNA, ROH. Go check these guys out. I'm not going to be able to put the annotations up right away as I'm going to be getting ready to go to bed immediately after I make this. So expect comments and replies to come to you all within the next few days. And getting to my point of this video, Game and Palooza, he asked basically what my thoughts would be if WWE was to attract the new generation by going to the old school style, basically of how it was in the 80s and 90s with the old school ring ropes, the old school authentic look, um, and you know, style and format of how everything was from the 80s and through the mid 90s. To be honest, Game Palooza, that is probably one of the best ideas I have ever heard someone ever say. And the thing is, you know, let's face it, that's what wrestling needs again is wrestling. You know, that's why this community is frustrated. God forbid, there are people out there who are still wrestling fans and who are sick to death of sports entertainment. And frankly, can you blame these people? No, you can't. You know, the promos and segments I think are way too overdone in TNA and WWE because here's the formula. I'm going to break it down for both companies. For WWE, it's basically like, okay, on Raw, one big promo and a bunch of little promo and a bunch of short matches. In TNA, it's kind of the same thing. Lately, what they've been doing is they've been doing one big giant long promo and then little itty bitty promos and short matches. And for TNA to WWE, if they're going to call that wrestling, that's not wrestling. That's garbage. You know, a lot of that is filler. What wrestling fans want today is the knockdown, drag out mentality and classic matches like they got back then in the 80s, like they got back then throughout the early to mid 90s. People don't want to see promos and segments as much. I know they're an important part of the show, they have to be there, but you don't have to drag out promos and segments all throughout the show. I feel sorry for people today who go to Monday Night Raws and have to sit through one long, boring promo. I feel sorry for the fans in the Impact Zone who really don't get great matches like they should be getting. You know, what the fans want today is two guys going out there having a knockdown, drag out classic. And there needs to be more of that in wrestling. Wrestling needs to revert to wrestling again. Sports entertainment, I think, truly has run its course. That pretty much means the edgy promo and segments and all that kind of stuff. That was the Attitude Era. The Attitude Era has run its course. People want wrestling again. And here's the deal, if you guys are frustrated that you're not getting enough great wrestling, here's what I'd like to ask all of you to do. For all of you who are supporting the message of bring back wrestling to wrestling, please do me this favor. Please send these vids to Dixie's Twitter and Dixie's Facebook and Bischoff's Facebook and his Twitter and Hogan's Twitter and his Facebook and whoever else will listen. Tell your friends, you know, send it to like wrestlers that you follow on Twitter. I want them to watch this, you know. We want wrestling. There are people out there who want to see great wrestling again, great wrestling matches, and great, storylines, based on wrestling. People want wrestling feuds. They want this kind of stuff. They don't really care for promos and segments as much. If you're going to do promos and segments, bring back like the shows Live Wire and Confidential, stuff like that. That way, you can make wrestling your focus on your shows, and then on your weekends, you could have superstars and wrestlers come on there and cut promos and, do stuff like that. That would be a great way to attract families and get wrestling taken seriously again. So, Game and Palooza, once again, dude, thumbs up. Great idea. I fully support that message. And all I ask out of you all in return is to send this video to Dixie's Facebook and Bischoff's Facebook and Twitter, Hogan's Facebook and Twitter, and, Dixie's Twitter, and whoever else will listen. Please do that. That's why I'm here, to keep you guys up to date, give you guys my insight. And for those of you who agree with me, great. For those of you who don't, you don't have to agree with me, but that's why I'm here. I'm getting out this message on behalf of the wrestling fans. So I say thank you all. May you all have a blessed Monday, and I will see you guys later. Thank you all again. Peace out.